Okay. Let's do Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower, nice. Easy 50. We're at the point where I'm not doing like stupid damage anymore. Maybe I should have took time to equip accessories, but it's fine because like we've been steamrolling this entire game. Bangando. There should be one more battle in the game. And for as much as I don't like the level scaling, this final battle was actually really awesome. And it really made me upset that the level scaling wasn't up to par and that I couldn't, like, use everyone, because you'll see what it is in a minute, but it's actually really cool. If we press on, we might not be able to return. I think I can go back and save, but there's no need to. Gogan, lend me your power if you please. I am here to lend my power to those pure of intent. The purity of your hearts must be determined before my blessing is bestowed upon you. You must first battle the manifestation of your inner conflict to purify your souls. Only then shall you be deemed worthy. Illusion World. Look at this. We're fighting shadows, illusions, doppelgangers of our team. It's so awesome. It is so good. I love it a lot. Magic card. Well, if there's a battle to like look at our stuff and prepare, it's this one. Couple of those. Give you this one. Attack range is really good. For Poco? Alright, that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. So yeah, you get to fight all your characters, dark versions of them. It's so awesome. Like, it's so cool, but it made me wish that like I was able to like use everyone in my first playthrough, because this is such a cool final boss. Gogan's already dead. It's just so awesome though. Like, aesthetically and as a fight. I mean, it sucks if you've only been training, like, mostly art, like I was in my first playthrough, but, you know, it still is really cool. Divine Judgment. If for nothing else, it's just a really cool concept. I like fighting dark versions of yourself. A good hit. Got Tosh out of here. Chungara, I hate you, so die. Nice defense rate up. Gogan. Diamond Dust here. It's not gonna be a very hard fight because, you know, I'm overpowered. But, you know, it still is really awesome. You can't deny. It is so awesome. And they're like all lined up, like ready to fight you. It's so cool. Iga, are you going to be able to do something in this playthrough? I want Iga to get the finish if possible. His Iga has done nothing in this entire game. He'll have chances in Arc the Lad, Look, I'm gonna have you kill your other self. Shangara, you're useless. No one likes you. One ability we didn't show off in this version. Not bad, not bad. Oh, let Iga get a... Oh, he's using total healing. Alright. You spent 3 days farming a curse mask for a quarry. Oh, in Rogue Galaxy. It's insane, some of the drop rates. Yeah, the drop rates do be like that. They do be like that sometimes. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just want Iga to get the final hit. Or at least do something. You know what? I'll do... do this. If he dies, then that's... If Arc dies, whatever. Kukuru's probably dead. Oh, they both died. Alright. I win. And the game is over. So, again, with the way this hack works weird. Like, to play the game with all my stats and, like, my abilities and items, I had to beat the game, and before the actual, like, final FMV and credits, it would just... Instead of that, it would just restart the game. So, I'm not sure if it's gonna do that now. We'll see. If it does, I have to load a state from the vanilla version just so we can see the ending, but that's it. We're done with Arc the Lab 1. And now we get to move on to 2. It took us 4 hours. Arc, you are truly the chosen one. What, you had doubts? My name is in the freaking title, bro. This is not the birth of some power new to humanity. That which can save humanity is the same as from time immemorial. The powers of love, trust, and hope have always been here to protect this land. But the power of these were forgotten as humanity grew apart from nature. Eventually, the way itself was lost. Arc, pure of heart and full of noble intent, the treasure of the Arc has always been here. The trials you endured to gather the Power Stones were a test designed to prove to yourself the strength of your intent. Now that you have erased a doubt from your heart, you can work to unlock the power of love in all humanity once more. Once that's accomplished, the power of good radiating from humanity will be gathered into the Arc, preventing the return of darkness. You sure about that? You sure about that, Mr. Arc with a K? Receive now the power to complete your mission, Arc. Power of bravery. Divine power. This actually does. The world has been sickened by the greed of humanity. The beast realm feeds on this greed and dark desire. But both man and beast will perish without your help, Arc. This is not the end of your journey, brave warrior, but rather the beginning. You must use the power you have gained and knowledge you have gathered to return humanity to balance with nature. However, now that the Arc is unsealed, the Dark One will intensify efforts to stop you. It would be wise for Kukuru to remain in Syria to maintain the seal holding the Dark One. Arc, lead the people of this land and help them return this land to the place their forefathers knew. At last, you have come to understand the meaning of your destiny, Arc. Do not fail us. Your efforts have opened my eyes to the good and humanity again. I await news of your success. You're horrifying, Water Guardian. You have arrived at a crucial crossroad for our world. Bear the load with dignity, and you shall succeed. We shall be watching as you call on the power you have been granted to right the pain of this world. Okay, Light Guardian looks fine. Arc, I believe that you possess the ability to right the wrongs of humanity. Wind, fire, and light look fine. The earth and water look stupid. Thanks to your efforts and efforts of your companions, a bright future may finally be possible. This sounds like the end of like the older Final Fantasy games, except that promise is fragile. Indeed, you must act quickly to see that it's come to pass. So it's asking me to save. So I don't think it's going to show the ending, but again, I have a save state for that. I'm going to save here, why not? I don't think it normally asks you to save in vanilla Ark the Lad. I would have to look back at my original playthrough to see. Oh dear! What? Hey, Andel. Ah, you have led us to the Ark. Good work, boy. You shall not live to see it if I have my way. Tut tut, if you wish to live to see another sunrise, I suggest you reject any foolish impulses. It's a lot of men, a lot of Romalians. Get in there and search the cave. I want that Ark recovered in one piece. Yes, sir. I'm Ark and I'm recovered in the piece. You want me instead? I think it looks a lot heavier for 4 people. Very good, now take them. You shall not take me alive. Tosh, no, this is not the time. Gogan, blow him up with your explosion. That's better. Perhaps Ark knows that we yet hold the villages of Toville in our prison. His level head may have saved his mother's life. Or perhaps it didn't. The edge of Toville. Oh right, Toville needs to be like liberated because Andel like takes them captive. That's like a plot point in Ark the Lad 2 that you have to do. Why does the ground shake? Ah, I don't like this. And so it begins once more. What? The shrine is rising as the seal weakens. The Dark One comes. Oh, well, they're dead. Kukuru. Ark. We have less time than I thought. We must leave now. Find the shrine Gogan spoke of and do our best to contain the power of the Dark One. I'll do my best here in your absence. Good luck, Ark. Come, we must move away from the divide before we're consumed. Kukuru, I... Yes. I shall see you soon. Farewell. Sir, our search is ongoing. Unfortunately, Ark and his companions are nowhere to be found thus far. Once the ground began shaking, all hell broke loose up there. A rock tower just jutted up from the rift in the ground. It's chaos. And so the prophecy's fulfillment begins as the tower reappears. Soldier, seize your search for the present. There are precious few places left for them to hide. They shall be mine eventually. Yes, more evil laughter. Ah, there she is. Sending hits. It's knowing how Arctolad 2 goes. Because again, last time I did this on the channel, I didn't know what Arctolad 2 had in store, but now I do. It's a different kind of feeling now that I know what Arctolad 2 has in store. And eventually 3, because in a way, 3 continues the story. Bye, Kookaroo. Probably never see you again. You may or may not be involved in the journey for the second game. Credits? Okay, that was a really long wait. There we go, Arctolad 1, we're done. 4 hours to finish the game while, a little over 4 hours, to finish the game while being overpowered. This is what I wanted though, because the level scaling on Arctolad 1 isn't good. It's so hard to keep on top of all your characters' levels and use them all without like grinding and going out of your way to grind, and the game is like 8 to 10 hours long, so... This is what I wanted, because I wanted to experience the story for Arctolad 1 again, because it leads into 2, and it's not a long game, so we finished it in 4 hours. This is basically the 4-hour prologue for Arctolad 2. Again, it takes 8 to 10 if you're not overpowered, like I was for this playthrough. I mean, my thoughts on Arctolad 1 are basically, it's a neat game, but the execution for it is with the level scaling, really. I think the level scaling just kind of ruins it, because it's so hard to actually use all your characters and stuff, and like keep them on par level-wise without, like, going out of your way to grind. The story's, like, whatever. The only parts of the story I really like are the ending and the part where they're framed for killing the king. That's awesome. That twist gets me every time, where they're framed for killing the king, and also the very end of the game is neat. But it leads into Arctolad 2, which is great. We'll be starting Arctolad 2 tomorrow. Yo, Wicked, what's up? I finished this game just in time. I don't know if you're planning on streaming today, but in case you are, I'm done with this game. I was getting a little worried. I would have had to go overtime to finish it. I was probably going to stop, but I got Arctolad 1 done today. You didn't expect me to see streaming? Honestly, man, I didn't expect to be streaming today either. I got home a little earlier than I thought. I was like, I had time. I was like, yeah, you know what? I was going to play Wild Arms to try and finish Act 3, but then... all weekend, I've been thinking about Arctolad 2. And this game didn't win the wheel, but I really wanted to play Arctolad 2, and I decided to do Arctolad 1 first because it's like a prologue. But I'll probably do Dragon Quest V when Vesperia finishes. I just did a little switch because it's like fine. Yeah, I was supposed to not stream Friday and Saturday. I was not sure about Sunday. I just said no. I said probably not, because I wasn't really sure. Is this game that short? So, it takes you 8 to 10 hours to finish the game, on average. It's like an 8 to 10 hour prologue tech demo for Arctolad 2. I used a... You might notice the title says Arctolad Rebuild. I used a patch/hack, which doesn't change the game, but it lets you play the game with endgame levels and all your items. So I did that for this playthrough, because the only thing I wanted from Arctolad 1 was the story. By the way, for anyone watching this playthrough who wants to know my thoughts on the game, go watch my blind playthrough and you'll get my thoughts. Like, I think the level scaling and the catching everyone up is pretty meh. But yeah, I think the level scaling is trash. If the level scaling wasn't like... Maybe not trash. If the level scaling wasn't kind of I think this game would be a lot better. So that's why I wanted to do, yeah, essentially an NG+, exactly. That's why I wanted to do with NG+. I essentially NG+'d Arc the Lab 1. We sped through the combat. I just relived the story because it's important for the second game. And the second game is the one I really want to play again. I'm probably going to start that tomorrow. Can I skip these credits? I can't skip these credits. I might honestly just, like, end stream. We have another game to play. This isn't, like, an ending. I'll let them play. It's probably, like, 5 minutes. But yeah, I honestly, man, I wasn't expecting to stream today. Part of me was like, I might stream, I might not, but like, it was all a matter of if I get home in time, and I did get home at a pretty reasonable hour. So I booted up this game. I've been thinking about Arc the Lad 2 all weekend, honestly. I've been wanting to replay Arc the Lad 2 for a while, but like, this weekend especially, I was like, dude, I need another game to start, because, you know, I've been playing a lot of Vesperia on Wild Arms, and we finished Sword of the Sea in a stream. Do I have to sit through more credits? Vic Ireland, leader of Working Designs. I'm gonna not sit through these credits because I already sat through them. I'm gonna do my little outro and we're done. I'm not gonna sit through all the credits because Arc the Lab 1's like a prologue for the second game. Also, I don't care enough. But yeah, there it is. Arc the Lad Rebuild. This will be like a 12 video playthrough on YouTube or something. I felt I had to do this game for two reasons. I wanted to show the scenes and lead up to Arc the Lad 2. We're going to redux Arc the Lad 2 probably tomorrow. I'm probably going to play Arc the Lad 2 tomorrow. And I also, because again, I only used Arc for like the first playthrough. So I feel like I didn't really get to use all the abilities of the other characters. And I feel like this playthrough did better at showing those off. So yeah, we got the story done. We'll be starting Arc the Lad 2 very, very soon. I'm really excited for that redux. Like, really excited for it. But, you know, it was still fun to go through this little game and see the story again. And even one-hit killing stuff and speeding through it was kind of fun. But I really look forward to to playing Arc the Lad 2. I love that game a lot. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. And then we'll probably do Wild Arms on Tuesday. We're going to do Tales of Vesperia on Wednesday and Thursday. But that's probably the plan for this week. We're getting close to the end of Vesperia. Tomorrow, we're going to start Arc the Lad 2 Redux. I am so excited for that. Yeah, thank you all for watching. This has been Nova, signing off. Peace.